What's up, YouTube? This is Brian D. Collects here. I'm actually going to be looking at something totally different today. I'm looking at comic books instead of sports cards like I usually do. Specifically, we're going to be looking at a recent auction that happened last month now, at the date of recording this. This is a heritage auction, and we're looking at the top 10 sales from that auction. This is a comics and comic art auction. So I have to say I basically stole this idea directly from Chris Sewall, baseball card collector, investor, dealer, in that order. He does a video like this. He does lots of videos like this, all centered around sports cards. And so I wanted to do like my own version of it, like a comic book and comic art version. So this is just a test, something different than I usually do, but let's take a look. Let's go through, and we'll start with number 10. I'm gonna say iconic probably a lot in this because everything on here pretty much is iconic. It's just when you're dealing with comics, I guess at this height of a price, it's all the big stuff. So anyway, so here we are, number 10. We've got Tales of Suspense, number 39. Obviously a huge book, first appearance of Iron Man, on Jack Kirby, Don Heck cover that is just iconic. This one went for $168,000. So like, that should tell you a lot about this list. If that's number 10 at $168,000, we have some heavy hitters on this list. So I'm looking at Go Collect as well. That's what I use to categorize my comics and stuff. And just from looking at that, this is the first sale of this book in this grade this year. So it's also all-time high price. So this book doesn't move very often just because it's such a whale. So yeah. All right, number 9, another Jack Kirby cover. This one is the first full appearance of Galactus, second appearance of Silver Surfer, just a grail to so many people. Fantastic Four, number 49. This one is an unbelievable 9.8 with off-white to white pages. This one went for $192,000. It's one of only 2 CGC 9.8s in existence. There's nothing higher than this. And according to Go Collect, a book in this grade went for $44,215 in 2016. So what a jump from $44,000 to $192,000, an incredible investment. So yeah. All right, number 8, we have Marvel Comics, number 1, just a 3.0 grade. For a book like this, that is an unbelievable grade. This is the first appearance of the Human Torch, Kazar, Angel, Jungle Terror, Masked Raider, and the first newsstand appearance of Submariner. It's kind of like the first real appearance of Submariner, but not officially. We can just take a look at the back of that. I love looking at the back of these type of books with all the ads and whatnot. It's just such a different time. This one went for $223,200. Pretty incredible. Earlier this year, there was a 9.2 sold for $2.4 million. So the fact that a 9.2 could even exist on a book like this in 1939 is mind-boggling, but still just shows you a 3.0 goes for $223,200. So pretty spectacular. Okay, all right, moving on to the next one. We've got Fantastic Four number 1 from 1961. This is a Stan Lee story, a Jack Kirby cover, and obviously first appearance of Fantastic Four, first appearance of Mole Man, another just massive book, 10-cent cover price. This one went for $234,000. There are 8 copies graded higher than this. This particular copy is off-white to white pages. A copy with white pages went for $420,000 earlier this year. So shows the difference in page color and what that can bring to a sale price. Okay, so this one is just unbelievable. This is one of my favorites on the list. But there's just so much to say about this book. Captain America Comics #1, first appearance of Steve Rogers, first appearance of Bucky, first appearance of Red Skull. This is a pedigree book, so it's a Lamont Larson book. So a lot of those books either have Lamont written on the front or Larson written on the front. I don't see anything on this one, but still pretty incredible to be a part of that unbelievable pedigree. This is also a conserved grade, which is understandable for a book this age. It's a 41, but we get some details there from the label. It says that the cover was reinforced, the cover was cleaned, and the staples were replaced. So, but still, it's a, conserved is, this is still such an unbelievable book. And forget about that. Check out Hitler getting punched in the face on the cover of that book. I mean, it's perfection. So this one went for $276,000. Obviously, because it's conserved, the price took a big hit. A Universal 9.2 went for $306,000 back in 2013. I would think that would be over $1 million today, especially considering a 9.4 went for $3.1 million just earlier this year. So the conservation costed a lot, but still, it's just such a gorgeous book. All right, now we've got the icon of all icons, I guess, Superman #1 from 1939, Origin of Superman. I mean, what else can you say? There's the back. I love that. Just beautiful artwork. This one went for $288,000. So, heck of a sale for a 1.8. This is by far the all-time high for a 1.8. But that might just be because of the incredible eye appeal. It's got a big split on the spine. That's what explains the grade. So, I mean, and pretty much anyone else would love to have this book, I'm sure. So, all right, #4, another incredible book. This one is Detective Comics #168, first appearance of Red Hood Identity, the origin of the Joker. There does appear to be some kind of writing on the cover. It looks like someone wrote a D on the front, like with a green crayon or something. At least that's what it looks like to me. This is the back. I mean, this is just incredible. The Red Ryder carbine action ad for the Daisy air rifle, just awesome. This one went for $324,000. This is the highest graded copy on earth, so this is it for this book, and it's gorgeous. Okay, moving on to #3, we've got Amazing Spider-Man #1. This is another Kirby cover, this time with Ditko. First appearances of J. Jonah Jameson, John Jameson, first appearance of Chameleon. Take a look at that old CGC label. Pretty cool. I don't know if that hurts the price or not, but I think it's pretty cool. This one went for $336,000, and there are 2 copies graded higher than this, so pretty impressive book. Okay, and moving on to #2, like I said, this is not just comic books, this is also comic art. So this is just spectacular. This is a Calvin and Hobbes original. This is a Bill Watterson hand-drawn art. These don't really come up for sale that often, so I would have no idea how much this would go for. This copy appears to be in pretty incredible shape. Apparently these Bill Watterson drawings are rarely hand colored, at least the ones that come up for sale. So this is just rare on multiple levels. I love the little note for Lee with best wishes, signed Bill. This was given as a gift, so pretty incredible. This one went for $480,000. The comic is from 1987. Just a piece of American art, really. A piece of American history, really. So, and then number one, probably the most iconic comic book ever, Amazing Fantasy number 15, changed comics forever, off-white to white pages, first appearance of Spider-Man, Uncle Ben, first appearance of Aunt May. This is as big as it gets, pretty much. This one went for $552,000. According to CGC, there are 13 copies with this grade, but they don't really change hands too often. Go Collect has the last sale listed at $155,000 back in 2017. So it's been a while, but an incredible piece of art and an incredible piece of history. And so I should probably, and wanted to add on to this a couple of honorable mentions, just a couple of books and pieces of art that I found really cool that just didn't quite make the top 10 list. And so I want to share some of those now. Right here, you can see some original art by Jim Lee and Scott Williams. This is from Uncanny X-Men number 268. Pretty spectacular that someone got to take this home. This sold for $78,000. Just awesome. Okay, and next we have this Charles Schulz Peanuts comic strip. This is original art, obviously, from 1965. See, I would think this would go for a lot higher than $66,000. Maybe I just love Peanuts, or I'm not sure what. Maybe because it's not colored. I'm not sure why, or maybe Charles Schulz's original artwork is just not as rare, but $66,000 doesn't seem right. But still, an awesome piece of history here. This one, I don't know too much about this. Chamber of Chills number 19 from 1953. It's just an awesome cover. It's just incredible and awesome. It went for $72,000. Cool book. Next we have this unbelievable piece of art by Alex Ross. This is a Justice Society of America. This is like this was a cover originally, but obviously this is the original art. 32 different characters. It's 3 by 1.5 feet. So just an incredible piece of art to have. It went for $52,800, but just look at the detail of that thing, and just awesome. So yeah. And then finally, just I always love looking at these, you know, when I look at these auctions, these high dollar events, I always love to look at what is the cheapest thing that sold. And this is an original Space Ghost drawing, went for $38. So I'd take that for $38. I think that's pretty cool. So anyway, thanks for checking this out. Again, major thanks to Chris Sewall for inspiring this video, and let me know if you guys like to see more of this. I'm a collector of both sports cars and comics, which is a great way to spend a lot of money. But yeah, so thanks for tagging along and making it to the end of this video.